Let's get to Ari Zoldan now, our tech analyst, to talk more about the Samsung Galaxy 8. Have you seen the phone up close, by the way, Ari?
I did, and it's a cool piece of hardware, that's for sure.
And do you think it really innovates on what needed to be innovated upon with respect to improving on the 7?
I think so. I mean, look, the obvious ones are that, I'm confident it's not going to explode in anyone's hand. But there's still innovation to be done. I don't think the S8 by any stretch of the imagination is a game changer. However, each product that Samsung comes out seems to do better and better, except for the Note.
So the person that has or that had the 7, are they likely to get this, do you think? I mean, is it catering to the same kind of customer?
I think it's a little bit, certainly it's a challenging situation with Samsung. And Samsung, I have to say, look, all organizations, all companies deal with these kind of issues. And I have to say, Samsung is a company that actually dealt with it properly, and they addressed it and they fixed the issue. So getting back to your question, Jessica, is this going to stop someone from going ahead and purchasing this device because of that? I don't think so.
But how important is it that this be successful to sort of forget that? Because it was pretty dramatic, and it got a lot of headlines. And then, of course, Samsung has been struggling with a lot of other issues. So
right.
Is this its redemption?
It's part of the redemption. I mean, I do agree, with the other analysts on the street. They have to get this right, and I think that they're going to.
Battery issues?
Battery issues, I think, are better than the previous ones, and I think people are looking for that also.
With respect to the company, writ large, I alluded to other problems. They had other issues in 2016, a washer machine recall.
Right.
Do you think at this point, that they've not only handled the 7 issue properly, but that they've been able to move on successfully from these other issues that have been shrouding the company overall in problems? And there have been a lot of negative headlines for Samsung.
The past 2 years, definitely, Jessica, has been very, very rough for the company. But again, if you look at every other technology company, every other automotive company, they all go through these similar issues. And I think the question is, how do they handle it? Can they bounce back, and can they keep things moving forward? And I think Samsung has done a really, really good job on dealing with the issues, aligning themselves, and moving forward.
I mentioned issues. There's also these corruption allegations in the Republic of Korea. Have you seen that take a toll on the brand, maybe just even regionally? Of course, that involves the South Korean ousted leader Park Geun-hye, that we're actually waiting for her to go to a court hearing at the moment in Seoul, South Korea.
Sure, that's a good question. I mean, I'm sure internally it's a big struggle, but the people that are actually purchasing the phone, again, at the end of the day, are they that concerned whether there's, political issues as it relates to external things going on with the company? I don't think that's going to hinder sales. So
with respect to this phone, when are we going to know if it's a success or a failure in remaking the image of Samsung?
Typically within, I think, 90 days, once people get it in their hands, the feedback comes back from the company, the reviews start hitting online, I think that's when you're going to see whether or not it was a hit or miss.
All right, Ari Zoldan from New York, thanks for joining us from Quantum Networks.